Good morning everyone. I hope everyone is fine. After a long gap, again today I am taking classes. Okay, because of some health issue I did not take all these days classes. Okay, hope everyone is fine. So today let us discuss about simple compound complex, that is for 8th to 10th classes. Okay, so let us see here. So actually simple, compound, complex sentences. 3. Simple, compound and complex. What are they? Clauses are classified into 2. Okay, clauses are classified into 2 types. What are they? Main clause and subordinate clause. Clauses are classified into 2. They are main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause. What is main clause? It gives independent meaning. Okay, main clause means what? It gives independent meaning. It begins with a noun or a pronoun. Okay, main clause, it gives independent meaning. It begins with a noun or a pronoun. For example, I saw an accident. Okay, it is not depending on any other clause. Okay, main clause doesn't depend on any other clause. It gives independent meaning. So, for example, I saw an accident. I saw an accident. Okay. Now, what is subordinate clause? Okay, what is subordinate clause? It depends on the main clause due to, it depends on the main clause to complete its meaning. Okay, it depends on the main clause to complete its meaning. That means subordinate clause doesn't give complete meaning. Always it depends on the main clause. See, for example, if you work hard. Now this is the sentence. Okay, if you work hard. This sentence is not there. Okay, this is not there. Then this sentence is meaningless. Okay, this sentence is what? Meaningless. See here, subordinate clause means what? It depends on the main clause to complete its meaning. That means it is incomplete in meaning. Okay, it is not giving complete sense. Okay, it begins with like what? It begins with subordinate conjunction. So what is subordinate conjunction? If subordinate conjunctions are what? It express the reason. Okay, it express the condition. So it begins with what? Subordinate conjunction. If is a subordinate conjunction, if you work hard. If you work hard, what happens? There is no continuation sentence. So it is not a complete sentence. So it always depends on the main clause. Okay, subordinate clause always depends on the main clause. It always begins with what? Subordinate conjunction. So what is subordinate conjunction here? If is the subordinate conjunction. Okay. So now see here, if you work hard, if another sentence is added, if you work hard, you will get first rank. Okay, if this sentence is not there, it is meaningless sentence. Okay, it is not giving the complete meaning. If you work hard, you will get first rank. See now, for example, you don't read this sentence. You will get first rank is one sentence. Okay, it is like what? It is giving the meaning. Even though this sentence is not there, the second part is giving the meaning. You will get first rank. To someone you are saying that you will get first rank. That means what? It is main clause. So main clause doesn't depend on any other clause. Okay, it gives independent meaning. But whereas subordinate clause always depends on the main clause. Now this main clause is not there. Is it giving a complete sense here? If this is not there, is it giving a complete sentence? No. It is not a complete sentence and it is not giving the meaning also. So if you work hard, you will get first rank. Then it is a complete sentence and it is a meaningful sentence. Always subordinate clause depends on the main clause and it begins with subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunctions express what? Cause, reason or condition. Okay. Now, depending on the number and type of clauses, a sentence can be divided into 3 types. Okay, depending on the number and type of clauses, a sentence can be classified into how many types? 3 types. What are they? Simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. So let us go in detail. Okay. Now what is simple sentence? Simple sentence means what? It consists of only one main clause. Simple sentence means what? It consists of only one main clause. So how to identify a simple sentence? So you have to see, for example, phrase. What is a phrase? Phrase means what? A group of words which makes sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. So now here, when you are coming to simple sentence, you will have some phrases. Okay. Generally, the simple sentence has any one of the following phrases. So what are they? In spite of. See, for example, some sentences are given. So they are asking you to identify whether it is simple sentence, compound sentence or complex sentence. So it's a very clear thing that you have to see for the phrase. If they ask you to identify the simple sentence, you have to go for the phrase. Like in spite of, if you see in a sentence in spite of, then easily you can understand it as what? In spite. Phrase means what, ma? Either it will be more than 2 words. It won't be 1 word. For example, I may put one question. Where is your father? Instead of saying my father is in the office, what do you say? In the office. Okay, in the office. How many words are there? In the office. Okay, 3 words are there. So a phrase may be more than 2 words. 2 or 3 words. Understood? Like what? Where does the sun rise? The sun rises in the east. So what you say? Just directly in the east. Instead of saying the sun rises in the east, you are giving the answer as in the east. That means in the east, the opposite person can understand, okay, this fellow want to say that the sun rises in the east. That opposite person can understand the meaning what you are saying. But are you giving a complete sentence? No, you are not giving in complete sentence. That is called what? Phrase. So now see here, you can see for the phrase. So generally the simple sentences has any one of the following phrases. In spite of, in case of, in addition to, on account of, to. For example, in a sentence if there is to. This bag is too heavy to lift. This bag is too heavy to lift. When you see to, then immediately you have to identify that this sentence comes under what? Simple sentence. Okay. Then owing to, in the event of, because of. Okay, on plus V4. On seeing the snake, I ran to my house. Okay, on plus V4. Then next, besides. If a sentence begins with besides, if there is a word besides, you have to understand that it is simple sentence. Having seen the snake, I ran to my house. Okay, then having plus V3 form, on plus V4 form. Okay, so for example, in spite of his poverty, he helps the needy. Needy means those who are in need of money. Now see here, in spite of his poverty. So what is the word I have used here, children? In spite of. Only one word I have taken to make a simple sentence. So in spite of his poverty, he helps the needy. Okay. So in spite of. How many words are there? 2 words. So this is what here? Phrase. That means this sentence comes under what? Simple sentence. Okay. So how many examples are there to identify simple sentence? You can see here. In spite of, in case of, in addition to, on account of, to, okay, owing to, in the event of not, because of, on plus V4, besides, having plus V3. These are the examples. Okay. Simple thing is, like when you see a simple sentence, only you have to remember that it consists of only one main clause. Okay. If one main clause is there, it comes under simple sentence. Understood? Then let us go for the second one. Second one is what? Compound sentence. So what is a compound sentence? It consists of 2 main clause with a coordinate conjunction. It consists of 2 main clause with a coordinate conjunctions. So now here these are the coordinate conjunctions examples. And, but, or, so, then, therefore, otherwise, still, hence, very, not only but also, yet, etc. Okay, these all are conjunctions, but they are divided. Under simple sentences, some conjunctions like what? Some phrases we got. Under compound sentence, some conjunctions. Under complex, we got some conjunctions. Okay, so the compound sentences, it consists of 2 main clauses with a coordinate conjunctions. What conjunctions? With a coordinate conjunction. Now, see for example, he is poor but he is honest. Okay. Now, for example, this but is not there. Okay. He is poor, he is honest. Make this, how many, like what here? 2 main clauses are given. So, he is poor, 1 main clause, he is honest, 1 main clause. So, we have to join by using a conjunction and make these 2 sentences as 1 sentence. That is what? Compound sentence. Okay, this is 1 sentence, this is 1 sentence. 2 main clauses are there. It consists of 2 main clause with a coordinate conjunction, but conjunction is not there here. So he is poor, he is honest. So now you have to write 1 conjunction. So what is that? He is poor but he is honest. Okay, so how many are there? Remove but and see how many conjunctions are there. Then how many main clauses are there. Then you can understand that this sentence comes under compound sentence. Okay. See, It consists of two main clause with a coordinate conjunction. It consists of two main clause with a coordinate conjunction. So what are coordinate conjunctions examples? And, but, or, so, then, therefore, otherwise, still, hence, very, not only, but also, yet, etc. Okay, so he is poor, he is honest. So when you don't understand how many sentences are there, here two main clauses are there. If you don't understand, you have to cover the conjunction. What is the conjunction? You need to identify, whatever it may be the conjunction, cover the conjunction and see. He is poor is one sentence, he is honest is one sentence. That means it is having two main clauses. Then it comes under compound sentence. Okay, in this way also you can identify which sentence, either it is simple sentence, compound sentence or complex sentence. How to identify? Cover the conjunction. See how many clauses are there. Two main clauses are there, easily you can understand. Then it is joined with what? Coordinate conjunction to make it as one sentence. So this is what? Compound sentence. Okay, then let us see the third one. Now, what is complex sentence? It consists of one main clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. Okay, it consists of one main clause. First one is what? It consists of one main clause. Second one is what? It consists of two main clauses. Third one is what? It consists of one main clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. Subordinate clause nothing but what? It expresses the condition. Okay. Then, if, what are the examples of subordinate conjunctions? Okay. Now, these are complex sentences. In complex sentences, we use subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunctions nothing but express the reason or the condition. Okay. So, these are the examples of subordinate like what? Complex sentences. If, unless, though, although, till, as, because, that, who, when, where, which, why, how, after, since, etc. These are what? Subordinate conjunctions. Okay, these are what? Subordinate conjunctions examples. Okay, so in compound sentence we take coordinate conjunctions. In complex sentence we take subordinate conjunctions. That you need to understand. Okay, now whereas simple sentence we go for the phrases. Now see here, example, a man who is blind needs help. So now what I have taken? Who? A man who is blind needs help. Okay, so now who has come in the subordinate conjunction? A man who is blind needs what? Help. Okay, for example, you can write one more sentence. If we like what? Unless you work hard, you will not succeed. Unless you work hard, you will not succeed. So unless you work hard, is it giving any meaning? No. Again, you have to write the main clause. Unless you work hard, you will not succeed. Then only it gives the complete sentence, complete meaning. Okay. So I hope everyone have understood three sentences. That is what? Simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. Simple sentences you need to see for the phrase. Phrase will be more than 2 words. Okay. Like what? It doesn't give the complete meaning, but we can understand what the opposite person is giving the answer to us. Okay. Then next, a simple sentence consists of only one main clause. When you see one main clause, directly you have to understand it is simple sentence. If you don't identify in that way, then what you have to see, you have to go for any preposition is there, to is there. Otherwise, any phrase is there in a sentence. Then it comes under simple sentence. Okay, in that way you need to identify. Then what is compound sentence? Compound sentence consists of two main clauses with coordinate conjunction. If at all, if you have forgotten what are coordinate conjunctions, cover the conjunctions. Okay, now by seeing but, whether it is compound sentence or complex sentence, if you get a doubt, cover the conjunction and identify how many clauses are there. Two main clauses are there. He is poor, he is honest. Then this sentence comes under compound sentence. For example, you have forgotten the coordinate conjunctions examples. What are the examples of coordinate conjunctions? In what way you can identify? You can cover the conjunctions and you can see how many clauses are there. In that way also you can identify compound sentence. Then what is complex sentence? It consists of one main clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. And it will have what? Subordinate conjunctions. Complex sentence will have subordinate conjunctions. Okay. So what are subordinate conjunctions? Subordinate conjunctions nothing but they express the reason or condition. Okay. If, unless, though, although, till, as, because, that, who, where, which, why, how, after, since, etc. Okay. These all are what? Like for example, a man who is blind needs help. A man is blind needs help. Is it giving any meaning? No. A man who is blind needs help. Okay. Here we get who. That is what subordinate conjunction. Okay. So I hope everyone have understood simple, compound, complex sentences, and it is very important topic. Even in many competitive exams we get so many questions. If at all, if we understand how many clauses it will consist of, either simple, compound or complex, easily we can do this bit. But it is little bit confusion. If you concentrate once again on the whole topic, twice, thrice, then you will get a clear understanding. Okay. Thank you everyone, and hope this coming new year brings a lot of happiness in your life. Thank you everyone.